Yo, YouTube, man, what's going on with y'all big and fools, man? It's your boy Fly Guy Only, man, back at it again with another video, man. Nothing but big dog blessings. You already know we rocking around this bit, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. You dig, man. Back at it again with another video real quick, man, to knock y'all across the head real quick, man. A little food for thought, you dig. This topic right here is talking about the situation between Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade. Recently, she not too long ago got on a interview, podcast, or whatever the case may be, stating her financial woes and situations and stuff like that she got going on in the household when it comes between her and Dwyane Wade. Basically, what she said was, when it comes to their relationship and their household and stuff like that, when it comes to the finances, they split the bills down 50-50. Whatever that might entitle or ensue, I don't know. But she said that they split it down 50-50. And she is worried that with them doing that, she has other obligations and stuff like that, family members or the households, whatever that might be, you know what I'm saying, that she also has money going towards too as well. And I don't know how the money is being, displayed to her and stuff like that with her being, an actress and stuff like that or whatever. But she says that at times, though, she worries. You feel me? And a lot of people been saying stuff and, putting their little 2 little cents into the little pot or whatever the case may be. Saying, oh, Dwyane Wade is a, former NBA basketball superstar, multi-million dollars. He's set for life. He should pay for everything, this and that, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to go ahead and say what I want to say, because I've been sitting here hearing what people are saying and stuff like that. Just want to add my little 2 cents. Nothing too hot, nothing too spicy, you dig? But basically, I feel it like this, right? I'm perfectly fine with that. Baby, if you want to pay half these bills right along with me, who am I to sit here and say no to that? Now, I'm sure, because we all know Gabrielle Union at times is pretty much, I hate to say this, but it's pretty much, the person that wears the pants in that relationship. If you don't know, please just check their resume real quick. But at times, she's pretty much the say-soer when it comes to their relationship. So obviously, this had to be something that she agreed upon. It wasn't like Dwyane Wade bagged her into a corner or something like that and put a gun up to her head and say, bitch, you gonna pay these goddamn bills. No, I doubt it was even like that, man. I'm sure that was something that they came to a neutral agreement and stuff like that, and that would be better off, when it comes to their relationship. You feel me? We're talking about people that got millions of dollars, right? We're on the ground level, right? These are people that, a different type of echelon, tax bracket than what we got going on. You feel me? So I'm sure that there was a mutual agreement between the two. Like this right here will be the best thing for us. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We don't know what ensues and entitles to that. From all we know is, if they ever get a divorce, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? You take your shit and I take my shit and we go on about our happy ways. We don't know what's ensues into their relationship and how they got themselves and how they doing. We just see what information that comes out. You feel me? But for a lot of people to be sitting there, and of course there's a lot of, bitter women and stuff like that. Shout out to the women out there, but there's a lot of bitter women out there that's saying this stuff. For him being a former NBA All-Star, Hall of Famer basketball player, multiple championships and all this little stuff, he should pay all the bills in the household. But why? Why should he have to pay all the bills in the household? Because he's a man. Okay, you say that he's a man, but, and this is me asking y'all, do women nowadays treat a man like a man? Like, honestly, ask yourself that question. If you're in a relationship watching this video or anything like that, do you honestly treat your man like a man? Oh yeah, I do treat my man like a man. I love him. So you love him is all then, that's all. That's all the, the good old graces of God that you need to do to treat this man like a man. Do you value this man as a man? Do you submit to this man like a man? Do you uplift this man like a man? Do you see this man as the man that you say? See, my problem is, in today's society and stuff like that, this is 2023, you feel me? A lot of people like to bring up these old ways with this new flavor funk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and say it. You're probably like, Fly Guy, what do you mean by that? A lot of people want to bring this old ways, and this is ways that they was taught, you know what I'm saying, from their grandparents, you know what I'm saying, they mothers and fathers, you know, they've been together for a long time. You know, the old school folks, the previous generation and stuff like that. You know, the people that's been together for 40, 50, 60 years plus, you know, they want to sit there and take those little beliefs right there, right? Because in those households where your grandmother truly loved your grandfather and truly treated your grandfather and truly uplifted and truly value your grandfather as the man of this household, this is his kingdom, and you wonder why they was together for 40, 50, 60 plus years, but you look at your younger parents and you're trying to sit there and scratch on your head and wonder why your parents is not together. They had your little goofy ass, your little big-headed ass, and they went separate ways. Because in that society right there, a woman truly dedicated herself to her man. It wasn't no, oh, you know, equal and, you know, it wasn't none of that. It was none of that. She knew her place as being a woman. And when I say place, I'm not talking about, you know, if people like to put brackets on shit, I'm not talking about that. But she knew that she is a woman. I have attributes and I can contribute to this relationship in a way that a man cannot. But I'm not a man. Vice versa. The man. I have attributes and I contribute to this relationship, this household, this kingdom as the man, but I'm not a woman. And they understood that. A woman stayed a woman. She was entitled to her role, and she stayed in that role. A man was a man, and he was entitled to that role, and he stayed in that role. And that's why you see that these previous, you know what I'm saying, and I hate to say it, man, I hate to see it, man, but, you know, our grandparents and some of our older, you know, mothers and fathers and stuff like that, you wonder why they was together for 40, 50, 60 years and stuff like that. But in this new age, this new saga that we got going on, you wonder why people can't even make it out of people can't even make it out of 2 years nowadays. Boy, if you can get a 2-year relationship out of somebody, man, you might as well give yourself a round of applause right there because you did something, okay? Because it's too much competing. Too much. A woman doesn't value in today's society a man as a man. A woman doesn't see a man as being a man. See, all this social media and all this old stuff, you know what I'm saying, got y'all, you know, women and, you know, sometimes the men too as well, but the majority of the time the women, all misconstrued and discombobulated in the head and stuff like that. And you do not see your significant other as being the leader, the shield, the protector, the provider of this household, as of this kingdom. You don't see him as that. You know what you see him as? You see him as your equal. And just like with anything else, when you see somebody as your equal, you don't have the type of respect because you feel like we're equal. We're on the same plateau. Comes down to even with the kids and stuff like that. And that's another video I kind of talked about a little bit in my John Durant video. But even comes down to the kids and stuff like that. You got parents out here treating their kids like best friends. Your kids don't see you as, you know what I'm saying, as your parents. Your kids do not see the kid. Lord, it's so baffling to me. I'm getting my words tied, man. Your kids do not see their parents as being their parents. And you wonder why these kids today is so out of control. Because you sit there and you put this type of demonic spirit into your kid's life. Oh, well, you know, I want my kid to, you know, be able to talk to me about anything. So, you know, I'm glad that my kids see me as a friend. No. I don't want my kid to see me as no goddamn friend. I'm your parent. I'm your father. I'm your mother. See me as such. All right? Goes up to the top level, man, when it comes to these relationships. A lot of women these days don't value a man as a man. It's too much stipulations and problems and issues and cloudy visions and stuff like that. They don't see it as such. And I'm sorry. In today's society that we live in and stuff like that, I'm perfectly fine with a woman paying half of what's going on in this household. Because if you want me to sit here and pay for everything, like pay for everything, right? You ain't got to pay for nothing. I pay for everything. Heating bill, gas bill, electric bill, you know what I'm saying, car notes, all that stuff. I'm paying for everything, right? Then I best a bet you better hold your title as being a woman. What is that? You better sit there and make sure everything, I mean everything, is taken care of. Because I'm putting my financials all on the line to make sure that you handle everything else. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of relationships out there that they sit there, you know, the man pays this and the woman pays this and stuff like that. And a woman, she's being a woman. You know, she's taking care of the kids. She's taking care of the household. She's making sure everything is in order. You know what I'm saying? You know, the man, you know what I'm saying? You know, however they got their, you know, financial stuff set up. She makes sure all the stuff is paid and stuff like that. She's taking care of the house. She's taking care of the kingdom. You got a lot of women that's out there that's doing that. And kudos to y'all. We need more like y'all. But there's also a lot of women out there that wants a man to be the financial supporter of the whole household. But she's not doing her title of being a woman. And it just sits there and just ponders with me that you want this man to sit here and pay for everything. But what are you doing? You're not contributing nothing. Nothing at all. You're just sitting there just, what? And I have no problem with relationships. I think it's beautiful. I have no problem with relationships. The man works, the woman works. I have no problem with that. Baby, make your money. But I expect all this to be taken care of. That's just how I feel. That's just how I was raised. I was raised old school. I'm not with this new age type of relationships and stuff like that where, you know, the woman works, the man works. The woman, she's not doing nothing in the house. She's not cooking. She's not cleaning. You know, I got to take the kids to school. I got to miss days from work. You know, something happened at school. I got to get off from work and kick. No, baby, you do that. I'm paying for everything. You do that. A lot of women don't see it like that. Well, she has a job too as well. Okay, I understand that she has a job too as well. But wouldn't you think that if anything happened, you know, God forbid, household kids or whatever, and somebody had to leave work, since he's paying for everything, wouldn't you think it would be more common sense that the woman will rush to the aid of the situation? Depending on the situation, that of course is, you know. But shouldn't a woman have to have a little burden on her, just a little bit, in this situation? I see a lot of relationships out here where a lot of people, they only in a relationship because financial principles. And I can make a video about that too as well, where, you know, it shouldn't come down to, you know, how much a person is making and this and that, blase, blase, to determine if you want to sit here and be in a relationship with this person. But people do that. You feel me? But even with that being said right there, if your whole go-to game is, well, first thing out of your mouth when it comes to a date, where do you work? What do you do? And this and that, blase, blase. Well, if you want to know all that, baby, I do this and I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do all of this. Oh, okay, okay. So you make good money. Yeah, I make good money. And now you want to get in a relationship with this man. And with you getting in a relationship with this man, you want this man to sit here and pay for everything. But for you not to have no type of financial burden over you, best believe that man has every right and every say so that goes on into this household. That's just how I feel. You have nothing to say about nothing. And that's another issue that I see a lot when it comes to these relationships. And a lot of women, I don't know why they think this way, but they think this way. They want the man to sit there and be the man when it comes to financial woes. But yet, when it comes to anything else, now here comes this whole Me Too, women has rights, women has, independence and stuff like that. Now you want to say something. Now you're not doing this. Now you're not doing that. Why should I have to do that? Why can't you do that? Because not only I'm the man, but I'm paying for everything. I done seen it countless of times. Woman ain't doing nothing. Or maybe she is working, but she's not paying no bills like that. And this man comes home and after he done paid all the bills and he done worked 10, 12 hours days and stuff like that, and the house is not in order? Make that make sense to me. I understand that a lot of relationships is, out here nowadays, it's a lot of equalness that's going on. And that's fine and dandy. Let's say the man is making $5K a month and the woman's making $5K a month. And they come to a mutual agreement when it comes to the bills and stuff like that or whatever. But goddamn, I still expect you to somewhat be a woman. Nurture, provide. When it comes to keeping the household in order. And I'm still going to be a man. Protector. Provider. But a lot of times it doesn't work that way. It's always a bickerment when it comes to money. And that's just the world that we live in. You know how people always say money is the root to all evil and stuff like that or whatever. But it's always an issue when it comes to the finance. A woman want to sit here and scream out independent and, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do that. But as soon as it comes to the money, oh, well, you're the man, though. You should pay for everything. Why should I have to pay for everything? You don't even respect me and value me as a man. So why should I have to pay for everything? If you respect me and value me as a man, and I had the financial means to do it, then yes, I will do it. But you don't see me as such. That's why you don't see a lot of relationships nowadays not even lasting that long. It is so rare. I mean, it is more rare than the second coming of Jesus to see these relationships nowadays last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Like your grandparents' relationships did. You know why? Because your grandmother, once again, respect, value, and honor your grandfather as a man. She knew her place and her role and her entitled as being a woman. And it was never no boundary crossed. In today's society, it's too much of I'm not doing this and you should do this. I shouldn't have to do this and you should do this. It's too much of that. Women are not being women. And I hate to say it, but men are not being men because they're not standing on principle. Simple as that. They're not laying down the law. They're not laying down the foundation, the structure of how this relationship is going to work. A lot of men are just yes men, agreeing to any and everything that comes out the woman's mouth. And yes, I have no issues with you sitting there agreeing and listening, but at the end of the day, we got to come to a mutual agreement for both parties. You know why your grandparents last so long? Because yes, your grandmother spoke up. She said what she had to say, but she never crossed the boundary of your grandfather being a man. She never crossed it. That's why they was together for all that time. And until we get stuff like that again, and which we're not, it's just not going to happen. It's always going to be these little arguments and issues and stuff like that where money is a problem. The woman shouldn't have to pay for nothing. These are two well-off people right here. They obviously came into agreement that I pay X amount, you pay X amount. Why that should be an issue? I don't see it as being an issue. I feel like if they both agree to it, it should be perfectly fine. No issues, no, oh man, he should just pay for everything. Why? Why? Like, please tell me why. I just want to put my little 2 cents into that real quick. Like I said, I ain't going to hit y'all up across the head and talk about it too long. But let me know how y'all feel about that situation, man, between Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade. Like I said, man, she sit there and saying that, you know what I'm saying, they go half and half when it comes to the bills and stuff like that, whatever that might entitle and ensue. She having little issues here and there, and sometimes she's worried. Let me know how y'all feel about that. But other than that, it's your boy Fly Guy Island, man, coming at y'all again with another video. Y'all be smooth, y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be prayed up, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one, man. Gang, man. Let's get money.